Welcome to our channel Money Minded Online, the podcast where we explore the best strategies, tools, and stories for making money online. Whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur, a seasoned hustler, or just curious about how to thrive in the digital economy, you're in the right place. Each week, we bring you actionable insights, inspiring interviews, and proven tactics to help you build wealth online. So sit back, take notes, and get ready to transform your future. Let's dive in.
All right, so get ready, because today we are diving deep into the world of MrBeast.
MrBeast.
The guy who turned YouTube into like a multi-million-dollar empire. Now,
Empire.
if you're listening to this, you're probably at least a little bit curious about content creation and how to build wealth
Absolutely.
in the digital space.
Digital.
So today, we're going to take a close look at MrBeast's journey and try to see how he went from, making gaming videos to becoming this household name that everyone knows.
Yeah.
And hopefully you'll be able to walk away from this with at least a couple ideas for your own projects.
Right.
Now, we're working from excerpts of a potential podcast script today.
Yeah.
That's all about MrBeast, and we're going to try to extract the golden nuggets from it.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I think what's really fascinating about MrBeast is that he kind of represents this shift in how we think about online content. Like, he's not just a YouTuber, right? He's a businessman. Right. He's a philanthropist, and he's a master at leveraging his influence.
Yeah, and I mean, like, just look at the numbers. Over 200 million subscribers across all his channels.
Crazy.
Billions of views.
Billions.
Like, he's clearly doing something right. The script that we're looking at calls out this formula for his viral content.
Okay.
And it's simplicity, spectacle, and scale. But I think that we need to go a little bit deeper than that.
For sure.
So let's start with simplicity.
Okay.
Yes, his content is easy to understand, but that's not really the whole story.
Yeah.
He's a master at taking these complex ideas and making them super accessible and entertaining.
Right.
Think about like the Squid Game recreation.
Yeah.
He took a pretty dark, complex concept and turned it into something really fun and engaging. Now, spectacle is where MrBeast really shines.
Okay.
He understands the power of going big, building these elaborate sets, creating crazy challenges.
Giving away insane amounts of money. This is what grabs people's attention in this crowded online world.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And finally, scale.
Okay.
This is about reaching as many people as possible.
Right.
He doesn't just upload a video and hope for the best.
Yeah.
He leverages every tool that's available.
Okay.
YouTube algorithms, social media, even traditional media to maximize his reach.
I think that's what I was kind of getting at with the simplicity thing. It's not just about having a good idea. It's about understanding how to get it in front of as many eyeballs as possible.
100%. And he understands that success on YouTube is directly tied to viewer retention.
Okay.
So that's how long people actually watch his videos. The longer people watch, the higher YouTube ranks his videos and the more people see them.
Yeah.
So he packs his videos with these twists and turns and these big emotional moments that keep viewers hooked until the very end.
It's almost like he's reverse engineering how our brains just crave novelty and stimulation.
Totally.
He's feeding that beast.
That's a great way to put it.
So to speak.
Yeah.
I mean, I get sucked into those videos just like everybody else.
Oh, yeah.
And like, I work on this show.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be...
You should be immune.
Immune to this. But like, seriously.
Yeah.
Think about it. Would you be willing to spend $1 million
wow.
on a single video knowing you might not make any money back?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the kind of risk that MrBeast is willing to take. And the script calls this out.
Interesting.
As his secret weapon.
It's a great example of how he thinks differently.
Yeah.
Most creators are so focused on those immediate profits.
Yeah.
But he understands that investing in high-quality content is a long-term strategy.
Right.
He's actually said that he'll spend $1 million if he believes it'll make him $1.2 million.
Wow.
That's not just a gamble.
Yeah.
It's a calculated investment in his future.
That's a good point.
And this success obviously extends beyond just YouTube.
Right.
He's not just relying on ad revenue.
Yeah.
He's built these entire businesses like Beast Burgers and Feastables.
Exactly. And it's not just about slapping his name on a product and just cashing in.
Right.
these businesses are extensions of his brand, of his personality and his values.
That's true.
You know, Beast Burgers, with its emphasis on fun, generosity, and giving back to the community, is like a real-life version of his YouTube channel.
Totally.
And Feastables, his chocolate bar line, follows the same model.
This is where the attention economy comes in. That's the idea that in today's world, the most valuable resource is people's attention.
Right.
And MrBeast has mastered the art of capturing and monetizing that attention.
Yeah.
He's turned his content into a lifestyle brand.
Right.
And that brand is incredibly powerful.
Yeah, it is.
And let's not forget his brand partnerships.
Oh, yeah.
He's teamed up with major companies like Honey, and those integrations are incredibly successful.
Right.
He doesn't just shove a product in your face.
Right.
He makes it part of the experience.
Like that video where he gave away $100,000 while promoting Honey. It was brilliant marketing.
Yeah.
You're entertained, but you're also like, hey, maybe Honey can actually save me money too.
Exactly. He understands that today's audience is savvy and can spot a phony ad a mile away.
Right.
So he integrates brands into his content, organically making them part of the fun.
Makes it feel natural.
Yeah, exactly.
So this kind of brings us to another big part of his brand, which is philanthropy.
Okay.
He's planted 20 million trees.
Wow.
Given away houses, help people with medical bills.
It's pretty inspiring stuff.
It's inspiring.
Yeah.
But it also makes you wonder, is this just good PR or is there something more to it?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And I think it kind of gets to the heart of what makes MrBeast so fascinating. He's very open about the fact that his philanthropy is a key part of his content strategy.
So he's not
pretending.
Yeah.
It's purely altruistic.
Right.
He's acknowledging that it benefits his brand.
Okay.
And people seem to respect that transparency.
It's like he's not hiding anything.
Yeah.
So it creates this interesting dynamic where it feels like everybody wins.
Right.
He gets amazing content.
Yeah.
Charities get much needed support. Viewers are entertained and inspired.
Yeah.
It's like a win-win-win situation.
It's a win-win-win-win.
But it also kind of makes me wonder.
What's that?
How do you create content as a creator that's both entertaining and meaningful?
That's the million-dollar question.
Right.
And I don't think there's one right answer.
Yeah.
But I think MrBeast's approach shows that it's possible to find that balance.
Okay.
You can be successful, you can make a difference, and you can have fun doing it.
Yeah, I mean, the takeaway there is to like stay true to yourself.
Right.
Stay true to your brand and just see what feels right.
So let's shift gears a bit and talk about some practical takeaways for our listener.
Yeah.
What can someone who's interested in content creation learn from MrBeast's success?
Well, the first thing that jumps out at me is the importance of investing in your content.
Okay.
MrBeast constantly reinvests his earnings back into his videos.
Yeah.
Even when he was just starting out. He understood that if you want to create high quality content, you have to be willing to spend money to make money.
And that doesn't necessarily mean you need millions of dollars.
Right.
It means being smart about how you allocate your resources, invest in good equipment, editing software, and most importantly, in your own skills and knowledge.
Yeah, you don't have to start with $1 million studio.
Right.
You can start small, but think big.
Absolutely.
And speaking of thinking big, I think another key lesson is understanding your audience. MrBeast is laser focused on what his viewers want.
Yeah.
And he's constantly experimenting to find new ways to entertain and engage them.
He's not just throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping something sticks.
Right. It's like he's analyzing data, tracking trends, and constantly refining his approach.
That's a great point. Knowing your audience is crucial.
Right.
But don't be afraid to experiment and try new things.
Right.
MrBeast didn't become a global phenomenon by playing it safe.
Okay.
He took risks.
Yeah.
Pushed boundaries and wasn't afraid to fail.
I think that's a good point.
Yeah.
A lot of people are afraid to like put themselves out there.
Right.
Or do something that's a little bit different.
Yeah. And let's not forget the importance of collaboration.
Oh, yeah. Collaboration.
MrBeast frequently partners with other creators, which helps him reach new audiences and keep his content fresh.
It's not about being a lone wolf.
Right.
It's about finding your tribe and working together. to achieve something amazing.
Collaboration is key.
Yeah.
Especially in those early stages of your content creation journey.
Okay.
Find other creators who share your values and vision and support each other's growth.
We're all in this together, right?
That's right.
And finally, I think the biggest takeaway from MrBeast's story is that success takes time and patience. He's been creating content for over a decade.
A long time.
Constantly honing his craft and building his brand.
Yeah.
There's no overnight success in this game.
Nope.
It takes hard work, dedication, and a willingness to constantly learn and adapt.
That's a powerful message.
Right.
It's easy to get caught up in the get-rich-quick mentality.
Yeah.
But true success is built on a foundation of hard work and perseverance.
Right. So we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
We've looked at MrBeast's content strategy, his brand building, his philanthropy, and even his personality.
His personality is a big part of it.
Right. But what really stands out to me is that he's not just a content creator.
Yeah.
He's an entrepreneur.
He's a businessman.
He built a business empire around his YouTube channel. And that's something I think a lot of creators aspire to.
And that brings us to a really interesting question.
Okay.
Is this model of success sustainable in the long run?
I don't know.
MrBeast's videos are these massive spectacles.
Right.
And he's always like pushing the boundaries.
Yeah.
Could this lead to a sort of content arms race?
Oh, that's interesting.
Where creators feel pressured to do increasingly outlandish things just to get noticed.
To stand out from the crowd.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's like this dopamine feedback loop.
Okay.
You need bigger and bigger stimuli to get the same reaction from the audience.
Right, to keep people coming back.
Yeah, and at some point it becomes unsustainable.
Yeah.
Creatively and financially.
Right.
I mean, not everyone has MrBeast's resources.
Exactly. You can't just keep throwing money at the problem.
And there's also the question of authenticity.
Okay.
As creators strive for more and more spectacle, does that genuine connection with the audience get lost?
That's a good point.
MrBeast seems to have found a balance.
Right.
But it's a tightrope walk.
It makes you think about the impact on the creators themselves, too.
Yeah.
The pressure to constantly outdo yourself.
Right.
To stay relevant, to keep those views coming in.
Keep the algorithm happy.
You can't be easy.
It's a valid concern. Burnout is a real issue in the content creation world.
I've heard about that.
It's important to remember that success isn't just about the numbers. It's about finding a sustainable pace.
Yeah.
Creating content you're actually passionate about.
Right.
And maintaining a healthy balance in your life.
Yeah. I mean, all that stuff is important.
Yeah.
You can't just chase.
You can't just chase views.
The views all the time.
And money.
Right.
You have to take care of yourself.
And that circles back to what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
About knowing your audience.
Right.
If you're creating content that you genuinely love, that resonates with your target audience, you're more likely to find long-term success.
Absolutely.
And avoid burnout.
100%. And that brings us to another interesting aspect of MrBeast's success.
Okay.
His philanthropy.
Yeah, his philanthropy is huge.
It's incredibly inspiring to see him use his platform to make a positive impact on the world.
But it also raises some questions about the nature of philanthropy in the digital age.
Yeah, like is it still genuine altruism if it's also being used as a content strategy?
That's a good point.
Right.
It's kind of like a blurry line.
MrBeast is very transparent about the fact that his philanthropy is part of his brand.
Right.
And I think that's actually a good thing.
Yeah.
It demystifies the process.
Okay.
And shows that doing good can also be good for business.
Yeah, it's like a win-win.
But it does blur the lines between altruism and self-promotion.
Yeah, I think for viewers, it's about being discerning consumers.
Yeah, it is.
Of content.
Yeah.
You got to be able to look at something and decide, is this authentic or is this just for show?
Right.
You know what I mean?
100%.
It's a complex issue.
Yeah, it is.
But I think at the end of the day, MrBeast's heart is in the right place.
I agree.
He's using his platform to make a difference, and I think that's something to be celebrated.
I agree. His story is incredibly inspiring for aspiring creators.
Yeah.
It shows that you can achieve massive success by being creative, strategic, and authentic.
Right.
But it also highlights the importance of finding your own path.
Right.
Defining your own values and creating content that aligns with your vision for the world.
That's a good point.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into the world of MrBeast, what are the key takeaways for our listener?
Well, I think the biggest takeaway is that success in the digital age is a multifaceted beast.
Yeah.
It's not just about creating great content.
Right.
It's about building a brand, understanding your audience, leveraging technology,
Absolutely.
and being willing to adapt and evolve.
And don't forget about the importance of giving back, whether it's through philanthropy or simply creating content that inspires and uplifts. Use your platform to make a positive impact on the world.
MrBeast has shown us that it's possible to achieve extraordinary things by combining creativity, business savvy, and a genuine desire to make a difference.
And while his path might not be replicable in every detail, the principles behind his success are universal.
So to our listener out there, take these insights, apply them to your own aspirations, and create something amazing.
The world is waiting to hear your unique voice.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of MrBeast.
See you next time.
Until next time, stay curious.
Thanks for tuning into our channel Money Minded Online. If you found value in today's episode, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Share this episode with friends who are looking to make money online and join the community. Drop a comment below with your favorite tip or takeaway. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep hustling and making moves. See you in the next episode.